Chill. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again. CodingPhase.com, the one and only. We are live, guys. What's really good? Hopefully, you guys are doing great. Hopefully, you guys are doing amazing. You know me, I'm doing all right. What's really good, guys? Shout out to everybody that's in here. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you leave a message on the live stream so I could give you your shout out. So I know that you here with me. Okay, show me some love. This is how I get excited and get hyped so we could continue doing what we've been doing here for the past 7-8 years. Okay, shout out to everybody in here. I see Miss Flames is in here. Shout out to her. What's going on? What's going on? So yeah, we're gonna be looking at some job positions. We're gonna look at what's out here. A lot of jobs popping up. A lot of jobs. This is the moment. Okay, this is the moment we've been waiting for. All right. So yes, I'm excited. I'm excited because I love when the market is going up, right? And at the same time, we start seeing some good things, right? Shout out to Eric Aguayo, one of the students from CodingPhase.com. He just recently got a new job, new position. Shout out to him, okay? He told me last night on the accountability meeting. Guys, if you're not in the accountability meeting, I don't know what you're doing with yourself, okay? Imagine you had a place where you have all the courses, pretty much the projects that you need to be building. On top of that, you have somebody to come in, hold your hand through the whole process, and a community that also motivates you to continue doing this, okay? Yes, learning how to code is not easy, all right? I'll be honest with you guys. And I'm not going to bullshit you. But guess what? It's better when you do it as a group and you have a mentor that can hold your hand through this process. That's what we do at CodingPhase.com. By the way, 50% off, links in the description. You take it if you want to. If you don't want to, you go in and you pay full price later on. Okay, it's up to you. Take advantage now. All right, so again, we got Miss Flames, Matthias, we got Sean McLemmon. What's going on? Sean, send me that link to the Shopify app, man. I want to see what you did, man. You send it to me already? Okay, cool. I'm gonna check it out. I'll probably do a video, right, and help you get your first couple of customers in there. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Shout out to Sean. Sean is one of the students from CodingPhase.com, being on the platform for a minute, also to a profitable developer. Again, now he's in the process of building his own Shopify app, promoting it, getting it out there. By the way, guys, if you are a student of CodingPhase.com, you are a profitable developer owner, right? If you own that course, guys, and you have a website, an application, a digital product, something that you have that is coming from you and you're part of this community, guess what? Okay, reach out to me. Okay, reach out to me. Let me know. I will help you go in and promote it. Okay, we have a pretty big community. If someone needs your services, guess what? You can find them here. But not only that, this channel has over 8 years in the game. Okay, if you have a solid application, I will go in and promote it for you. Okay, you don't even have to pay me nothing. You're one of the students that came to CodingPhase. Your success is my success. You make money, guess what? I make money. I want you to make money. I want you to be good. If somebody comes in and say, "Hey Joe, thanks to you, we made 50, 100,000 this year extra," guess what? That's gonna look good on me. Okay, so I'm going to go on and beyond to make sure that you succeed, not only in learning the skills, getting the job, but also too on your side income in your business. Okay, because at the end of the day, your success is my success. So yes, definitely send me that, Sean. If you already did, I'm going to check it out after this live stream and I'll check out the application and I'll probably sign up. Your first customer will be me. I have a Shopify store. I think like 2 of them. I have one that is the CodingPhase one and another one which is for the digital products. So at the end of the day, I'll go in and add it. That will help you get some reviews. And you know me, I'm going to say some good stuff about your app. All right, so let's do it. Let's get that momentum going. All right, cool, guys. So we're going to be looking for some job opportunities. And of course, guys, as you can see, right, you see the numbers. YouTube is not going to notify nobody. So you got to make sure you go in, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, And then always check up on me. Come in here, just open up your app, your YouTube app, and be like, yo, CodingPhase. Search CodingPhase on the YouTube channel, right? And see if I'm live, right? I usually go live anywhere between 12, 1 p.m. So if you want to come in and hang out with me live and you want to experience this, get the full experience, right, with me, and you want to ask questions, you want me to answer those questions, come in. Just open up every single day. Open up your YouTube app. Check out CodingPhase. I'm going to be here. All right. I'm not going nowhere. And if the days that you don't see me here, it's fine. Come back the next day and you'll see me there. Okay. That's the time that I show up here live. All right. Nice. Nice. I sent it to CodingPhase. Okay. Nice. Baby girl starting to sleep though through the night. So I might be able to go to the next profitable developer meeting. Yes. By the way, for those of you guys that are profitable developers, owners, we're going to go in and send you guys an invite for a new meeting that we're going to do this month, this upcoming month. August was crazy for me. I'm selling my house. I'm packing a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm sorry we couldn't do the meeting for August, but we're gonna do the meeting for September. Okay, so I apologize on that. We couldn't do the meeting for August. It's just been so crazy. I'm in the process of moving, finding home buyers, this and that, packing shit up, looking for a new home. Like, it's a lot. This is a very crazy, not usual month. Okay, so please bear with me. So yes, let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. Sean McLemmon, nice. I sent it to CodingPhase. Okay. I'm trying to get a job with email development, have experience in a whole portfolio of emails. Nice. Yeah, man. The market's open, bro. I don't know if you started applying to jobs or not. But even I myself right now, I'm looking for a role, the right role, right, within that same space. But I'm looking for more in e-commerce. And I could tell you, man, last week I had a whole bunch of interviews. Yesterday I had 2 interviews. Today I have another interview at I think 4:30. So again, and I just started applying on last weekend. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. So the market is there. If you have the skills, you have the experience, you have a good portfolio, right? You have the right projects. Guess what? You will get a call. And always remember this. Look, to get hired, you need to have the skills, right? You need to have the work. So a portfolio that you could show of the quality of work that you do. And then on top of that, you need to make sure that you have a good resume. If you don't have a good resume that actually go through the ATS bots and matches as many keywords as possible of that job, you're not going to get calls. And guess what? If you don't start getting, interviews once or twice a week, expect to find a job 3 to 6 months later. That's just the facts. So with that being said, right, you have to make sure that you're constantly getting interviews, at least 1 to 2 a week. All right. That way, what that's going to do is going to guarantee that, guess what? The little kinks, the little bullshit that you might have that don't let you get the job, you'll go through that in the first few interviews. And then from there, once the right opportunity comes in, 2-3 weeks later, guess what? Now you're ready. Okay. But you got to go through those interviews. And if you're not getting interviews, you're not going to get hired. Okay. So you got to make sure that you're getting interviews. And the best way is, like I said, having the skill, knowing, having the good projects and products, right? Whatever it is that you're doing. And then sell yourself. Once you go to these interviews, you got to sell yourself. You got to make sure that you leave the people with this feeling of like, damn, man, we got to hire this guy. This guy clearly knows his thing. He could go in and really be an asset. Because to be honest with you, most people that apply to jobs, they don't know shit. Most people that's applying to jobs right now, they don't really know almost nothing, right? Unless they already worked in the industry. So a lot of people apply to job positions that they're just not qualified for, that they don't have no history with it. They don't have no knowledge in the actual industry, right? So at the end of the day, it doesn't really help them, right? Especially they don't even have portfolios. I've seen somebody that sent me a email the other day. He's like, hey, Joe, I've been applying to jobs for like 9 months and I don't have a portfolio, But I'm not getting any calls. I'm like, well, number one, you don't have a portfolio. Okay. You don't have no experience. How are they supposed to know that you actually know what you're doing? Right? You've never done this before. You've been applying for 9 months and you getting no results and you have no portfolio. What they're supposed to take it, upon them, like, yeah, let's go and trust this random guy that just gave us a resume. No, you have to go and check all those things off. Be like, okay, I got my projects. Cool, I got my projects. Don't do a portfolio before you got your projects. That don't make no sense. Get your projects, then you go in and you do your portfolio. After that, go ahead, get your resume done. Okay? Putting all the information that you have, your work history, even though it's not part of development, put your work history in there and put your projects first on your resume. Okay? List out all your projects and what you did, the things that you were basically doing in that project, and then from there go in and add your education. Okay, and of course have all of your skills that are matching that specific job. Don't go in and do a general resume. That shit doesn't work. Trust me, this is why I get paid for. Okay, I don't get paid for me coming in here and talking to you guys. I get paid by literally going in and doing this research, testing emails, right? Testing out GitHub profiles, testing out Indeed, not Indeed, LinkedIn profiles, testing out the actual portfolios, what type of portfolio templates do better, right? What type of resumes do better. Like, that's what I do. Okay, this is what helps me get people into job position, is because I'm getting paid for doing all that work that you wouldn't do. Okay, but listen to me. Okay, if I tell you, hey, you need a portfolio, you need a portfolio. There's no way someone's gonna know if you have a certain skill without actually seeing your work. Okay, it's a big difference when you're graduating from college, right? There's a lot of college students, university students that they graduate, and when they graduate, they're like, "Oh shit, I got an internship here. I got a job over here." The truth is, you're not on that path. You're not 19 years old. You're not 21 years old, 22 years old. You didn't come up from an Ivy League school. You're a random dude, a random girl that's now trying to switch to an industry that you've never done before. So now you got to show and prove. If you don't go in and prove that you can do the work, right, they're not even looking at you. Okay? That's just the facts. All right? And now if you go to a university, top universities here in the US, and you say, well, I did this, and that, I got 4-point GPA, what they'll do is they'll throw the algorithm books at you. They say, well, see if you can survive with these algorithms. And if you pass through the interview, they'll go in and say, okay, this guy is qualified. He already got a degree. He already dedicated 4 years. He knows the theory. Guess what? We can mold them to the type of developer that we need. Now, when you come in and you say, well, Joe, I just came off Uber right now. You know what I mean? Like, let me get this job real quick. Guess what? You don't have that track record. Your track record is actually your portfolio, your work, your skills, right? And that's what's going to help you get the job. Okay? You could listen to me or not. It's up to you. All right, cool. So let's go in and check out what's going on in here. Today's market. Okay, we're going to start with HTML, right? HTML will be the keyword that will give you pretty much every single job that has to do with web development. Okay, forget about titles. Don't focus on titles. Don't be like, well, I'm searching for front-end developer. No. You don't do it like that. You go in and you focus on what the jobs actually require you to do. Because sometimes somebody can apply to a position that might say part-time SEO account manager. Okay, and we could go through here, right? And maybe there'll be some things that you could actually go in and do for this company. Now, if you know about SEO, you have some knowledge in it, guess what? You can apply to that role. But if you was to go in and say, well, I'm looking for a front-end developer, and guess what? You apply to the job and no one calls you, then that's on you. Okay, give yourself the best chance to get hired. All right, so let's see in here, right? We got Drupal full stack developer, right? It's for you guys that have been doing PHP, full stack development. This is a great niche. Not a lot of people know Drupal. Okay, which allows you to really stand out. All right, keep that in mind. You want to stand out. You don't want to do the same thing that everyone else is doing, because now you're basically buying a lottery ticket. You do not want to do it like this. You want to go in and get results. Okay, let those other people go in and, and do the little bullshit apps and then try to apply to a job where there's 10,000 applicants. Okay, good luck with that. For us, we here to get a job and get paid. All right, cool. So let's do this. Let's continue looking. All right, cool. We have Apex Developer, Oracle Apex Developer. Okay. So, all right, $55, $65 an hour. Again, I don't know about anything about Apex, but guess what? Most of the things that's in here are part of web development. Okay. So again, it just opens up the doors for you and lets you know, okay, maybe this might be a role that later on when I have experience, I could go in and start applying for. Okay, senior front end developer, Corto PT Limited. Okay, we are Cordo. They're looking for a senior front end developer, Angular. Okay, 5 years, right? Again, if you have 2, 3 years, don't get scared that says 5 years. You should also apply to jobs like that because you could probably get it. Okay, high level marketing remote in Birmingham, Alabama. Web developer manager. Okay. All right, let me see. Manage the front end team to include modern delivery workload. Okay, measure team capacity, delivery. All right, lead weekly delivery. So this is more for someone that's experienced. I mean, this is Birmingham, Alabama, right? A website or a web developer manager is pretty much like a project manager. They're paying 85,000. I mean, it's Alabama. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna find a lot of high paying jobs over there. All right, always keep that in mind. That's a small market. They don't make that much money over there to be paying 100 something thousand. So again, if you got a couple of years, definitely do not look into Alabama. You're not gonna find good positions there. Senior Zencaster, remote San Francisco. Okay, so they're looking for some senior developers. So a lot of positions is popping up, guys. But again, this are the ones that are a little bit more advanced. So I'm focusing on the entry level positions, simple positions that could help students get in. So that's why I'm just skipping those. Okay, technical support, virtual assistant with coding experience. Okay, very nice. I'll save that for later so I could give it to a couple of the students. Okay, this seems pretty good. So this is part time. So this is like a part time work. This could be something very simple. I guess they're paying a lot of money for the part time work. I wouldn't. Okay, so it's 5 to 10 hours a week with potential to grow. Okay. So this is like part time work. So probably if they're doing what they probably put in was how much they're paying. So in a situation like this is where you go in and you bring out your calculator. Okay. So let's go in and say, okay, 90, let's start with the smallest number, right? So 90,000 divided by 52, okay, 1730, okay, that's on a weekly. So then from there, we go in and divide this by 40, right? So 40 hours. So they're looking to pay 40 to probably $60 an hour, right? 40 to $60 an hour, around there. That's the range. And they're looking for somebody that is just tech savvy, right? Technical support, virtual assistant with solid foundation in coding, okay? Code linkers. So that's not bad, okay? For those of you guys that are looking for position, right? This could be a good starting point, okay? And they're looking for somebody to come in and do part-time work, okay? Interesting. So a bunch of young kids, right? So shout out to them, I mean, this guy's not that young, but shout out to him. Right? So it's a good opportunity, right? They're basically looking for somebody to come in and be a virtual assistant, right? With some coding experience, right? Must be U.S. citizen, strong brain verbal communication, experience with technical customer support or virtual assistants, comfortable using tools like Gmail, Slack, Zoom, okay? Basic to intermediate experience with coding or software development, ability to follow instructions, okay, yes, all right. So yeah, so it's a part-time work. You're making $40 to $60 an hour, meaning that if you did two hours, you made $120. It's nothing that's gonna change your life, but it's some money that you could put in your pocket. Now, think about it like this: there's something called support engineer. Okay, this is guys, shit, man. Stop playing with me. Okay, stop playing with me. Okay, this is how we come in. We move these strategies, right? Listen to this, okay? Anybody that's watching, all right? Right now, you're looking for a job. Let's say right now, shout out to Renee, looking for a position. Shout out to my boy, right? Looking for a new position. This role right here is perfect for someone like Renee, okay? Right now, he's still looking for some work, but he's willing to put in some work at the company part-time. Now, let's say I'm Renee. Again, just for you guys that if y'all don't know, shout out to my boy Renee. Okay. So Renee looking for a role right now. Right now they're paying $40 to $60 an hour. Okay. It's a part-time position. It's a starting point, right? You're gonna be basically tech support, right? They probably have a couple of clients. They probably need somebody to come in, show their clients the work that they have, right? As far as like maybe they build an application, full stack, right? There's a small agency. So they're looking for somebody that can go in, and when a customer has some issues, you could just email them back and say, hey, this is how you actually go into your account. This is how you reset your password. This is how you go in and post a blog. This is how you go in and post a product, whatever it might be. Okay. From there, right, this position, right, the pay is not like, hey, I'm making $1 million. But what's important is the play that you're gonna use from this. Okay. So there's a role called support engineer, okay, which is similar to this, but a support engineer, in a sense, is a little bit more technical, right? Now, you might have the technical knowledge to go and become a support engineer, but guess what? You don't have experience with customer support, right? So a support engineer might make $100,000, $120,000, $90,000 or more, right? But because you are missing that support or that customer support, answering emails, just explaining to people how to actually use the software, guess what? You miss out on it. But having an opportunity like this one, it's your starting point. You ain't got shit to lose, right? You ain't got shit to lose, right? If you don't got a job right now, you don't got no income coming in. So with something like this, now you got some income coming in, puts you in a better position where now you could go in and start applying as a support engineer. Companies don't know how much you're actually getting paid at companies, right? So right now you could go to CodeLinkers and you apply to that position, but the people that's hiring you as a support engineer that you're applying to jobs after that, they don't know that you was getting paid for just 10 hours, 20 hours a month, right? Let's just say, right? 20 hours a week or something like that. 10, 20 hours a week. They don't know that. They don't need to know that, right? So when you go in and you start applying as a support engineer, right? You come in and say, hey, I was actually a support engineer, right, at this company. I was helping them with this software. I was helping them with the customer support. I was helping them implement, whatever new systems and helping the new customers, learn the system that we created for them, the new software, etc., whatever it is, right? And then now, when you go to your next role, as you're working there, you're working part-time, you continue applying, but now you unlock the new door. That new door is support engineer. Because you have the technical background, you just didn't have the experience. Now you have that experience of project management, using something like Asana, maybe Monday.com. You know how to actually go in, communicate with Slack, and this, and that. All of those things now in your resume. Now you go in and you start applying for a job. And guess what? In probably 3 to 6 months, now you're working at a job making $100,000, $120,000. Now you might say, this ain't possible. I've seen it done, right? I did that shit. I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? My first job was $13 being a product editor. Now, for someone at the time, I remember like sharing, with people online, people were like, you're making $13 an hour, bro. You might as well go to McDonald's. But guess what? By me having that $13 an hour job, which showed me how to work with different CMS systems and working with like retailers like Amazon, eBay, Overstock.com, Sears, that allowed me to get my next job as a front-end developer. Okay? Contract work, which allowed me to go and then later on learn from within the company, learn how to do back-end development. So now I'm in the game. I started with $13, right? Which opened up the doors for me 2 months later to go in and get another role, right? And then from there, keep it moving. Now, if I would have stayed my ass at home and be like, nah, man, I'm not going for this job because, I saw a guy on YouTube that he makes $100,000. Why the hell should I make $13 an hour? Well, you're not that guy. You don't know his background. You don't know his Carfax. You get what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to play this system, right? They want you to have experience, so you get experience, and then from there you keep it moving, keep it going, okay? Let me see, reading through here. Reading through here. Let me see. Apple City says, yeah, the support IT, what is it? Support IT engineer. That's a good foot in the door. Yeah, it's a starting, not IT, because you can't get that mixed up. There's tech support and there's support engineer or integrations engineer. IT don't pay shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, I don't want the IT guys coming to me, okay? But for me, from what I've seen, guys, remember, I went to school. I was supposed to be an IT worker. I did it for like almost 6 months. It's the worst job that I've ever had in my life. I would never do that shit even if they pay me $1 million, right? It's like there's never a good day. It's like being a fireman, okay? You're a fireman and you know there's a fire every single day, okay? So do you want to be on that stressful type of job every day? Cool. I don't want to do that shit. Support engineer or integrations engineer, it's somebody that comes in and says, well, let's say someone uses Salesforce. Let's say I'm a support engineer at Salesforce, okay? A new company came in and they're switching over into Salesforce. They were using HubSpot, and then now they need somebody to come in and guide them through the process of using Salesforce, okay? So now as a support engineer, my job is to help them integrate whatever they have, right? And help them migrate their systems to our new software, which is Salesforce, okay? They pay top dollar for that, okay? Don't believe me? We could go in and we could start searching for that, okay? Let's go into the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Let's look it up, all right? So again, all of this falls into this, okay? Customer success engineer. This is Algolia. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have heard of Algolia, right? And you might say, what the hell is Algolia? Algolia is a system that pretty much every single company, most of the companies use, which is allows you to search for certain, data, right? And it just makes things much faster, right? To like search through your data, right? Guess what? This is a software company, right? Software as a service. They need somebody to come in and do customer success engineer, right? So your role is as a consultant of a variety of customers, right? Deliver the ad hoc services tailored around their needs, right? So scope, shape, technical workshops, etc., right? Work closer with customers, right? So every role might be different, right? But in this one, your job is going to be to literally help them go in and integrate Algolia. Okay, that's right there. It's $110,000 to $135,000. You're not getting this job without actually customer support. Okay, because this is a position where you actually gonna go in and talk to people. This isn't a position where you just code and you mind your business in a corner. You're gonna need to know how to do communication, how to communicate through emails, how to prioritize your project. Look, excellent timing management, task prioritization, evaluation situation, urgency. Okay, willingness to travel to a customer's location if required. Okay, all of this is gonna be paid for, right? But again, you're not getting this position without customer. Okay, work closely with customer success managers. Okay, you're not getting this without any type of actual customer support. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to tell you. This isn't IT work. IT work is, hey man, could you reset my password? Hey man, could you set up this server rack? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's IT. This is different. This is integration. This is helping a business, right, integrate the software for the company that you work for. Okay, but you're not getting that without customer service, or even done some type of customer support or technical support for a company. You're not getting this $100,000-something job. I don't care how much you know how to code. This position is not for you, because you need to actually know how to communicate and how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of developers don't have that skill. That's just the facts. That's why people, a lot of developers are introverts, and they want to go in and be like, well, I just want to code. Guess what? If you're a person that could talk and you're not scared to talk to people and solve people problem, you're gonna be fine. Okay. Again, you see this one: partner support engineer, technical support representative, right? See, this is different. IT support engineer. That's a whole different role. This is like help desk. This is you fucking resetting password. The easy IT guys. Again, the IT guys that watch me, please don't come for me. I'm talking about web development. You know what I'm saying? You guys like that shit. I don't like it. I don't need to like it. That's not my shit. I like to code. I like to build. I like to build things. I don't like to go in and be plug and play and doing other stuff. That's not my thing. So please don't come for me. I'm not in the mood. Yeah, because every time that I say something about IT, like if I never did IT, people, some of these YouTubers that do IT, like, you heard what this guy say? Because they think I'm like a big YouTuber. I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm just a regular dude that got 100,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you know what I mean? Like, I'm one of these fucking influencers. I'm a regular person. You know what I'm saying? And I have my own opinions about shit of the work that I've done. If your work as an IT worker is great, hey, congrats. That's for you. That's not for me. So I can't go in and tell people, hey man, do IT. And it's not because I have a platform where I teach people how to code. It's just, there's people that are different, right? It's like a designer. There's people who are designers, right? And if you try to tell them, hey man, come in and learn how to code, they're going to be like, bro, I don't like to do that shit. I got to be typing. I like to draw. I like to go in and be, creative, create this, right? It's the same thing for a developer. If you go in and you tell a developer, hey man, come in and become an IT support, or this and that, get this certification, get the Oracle, I don't want to do that shit. That's not for me. I like to code. I like to click clack. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to go in and be plugging shit in, and I don't like dealing with servers. Okay, so that's just me. Again, so I'm just giving my opinion on of my experience. Let me see, reading through here. I told her, what's the conversation, Henry? What's up? At this point, I only want a remote job, brother. I like trading pre-market and working during the day. Nice. Renee the Dev, what's going on? I got interviewed by them. The business model is weird. I didn't take it. Okay, nice. Reading through here. Off topic, Michelle says, do you think creating a YouTube channel for the purpose of personal brand is worth it as an engineer? Good question, Michelle. Okay. What do I think? It all depends what you want out of this. You got to understand there's two different things, right? You want to be a personality online, right? An influencer, then maybe that could be beneficial for you. You want to go in and become a developer advocate, meaning like, hey, you want to be like the face of the company, right? That could definitely be beneficial for you, right? But if you're planning on like, hey, I want to make money with YouTube, there's no money in YouTube. I'll be honest with you. You gotta have a business, and that's what's gonna make you money, right? If it's just for, hey, I want to create a personal brand. Sometimes people, we've gotten sold into this idea of like a personal brand and personal brand this, you know what I mean, this and that. But I'll tell you, like, the amount of work that you do for YouTube, like, it's not worth it. It's only worth it if you have a business that, is gonna pay for your time on YouTube, right? And also too, like, what you're planning on doing with your career, because I've seen people that they go super deep into YouTube, and then their career, they kind of let go on it, and then what happens is that it doesn't really connect to your career. YouTube doesn't really connect to your career, right? Unless you have like a plan of like, hey, I want to be a developer advocate or something like that, where I'm the face of the company. I'll be honest, I think it's better to go in and focus on your career or a business, and then YouTube if you're gonna do YouTube. But just to do YouTube, just to be a fucking YouTuber, like, that don't make no sense. Again, that's just my opinion. I've been doing this for 8 years. That's what I would tell my best friend. And my best friend told me, hey man, should I create a YouTube channel? I'll tell him, hey man, start thinking about building a business. Think about like somebody like Sean McLemmon that was in here. He's building a Shopify app, right? If Sean comes in and tells me, hey man, Joe, should I go in and become a YouTuber? I'll tell him, bro, the amount of time that you're going to invest into this shit is not worth it. You're not going to make no money, okay? Every YouTuber that I know right now is not doing good. They don't make no money from ads. There's no money in this shit, okay? The money is in having a business or growing within your career. And on top of that, you don't have to deal with being a public figure. That's the thing that I didn't even count for. When I started doing YouTube, I just wanted to go in and show people like me, other, black Latinos that were in the game, and be like, hey man, bro, I know they're hiring a fucking FedEx or they're hiring at this bullshit ass company and they're paying $20, $30 an hour. But guess what? I found some shit that's really cool with this, and you could do it too, right? That was my whole point of it. It's just like, hey, let me show you what I've done, and I think that you should also do it, right? Then from there, people wanted me to teach them, etc. And here we are, right? But the fact that you're a public figure, the fact that you got to be in the public, right? That shit could take a mental, make a mental toll. That shit has taken a mental toll on me. I'll be honest, because it's like you try to do something good, like you might just show up on YouTube and you're like, hey man, let me share my story, right? And now you're a girl, right? So now you have a bunch of weirdo guys coming into your channel and be like, she don't know how to code. She don't know this and that. Look at her. Oh, she didn't do her hair today. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, right, comes to you. And even though you're like, I'm trying to do something positive, I'm just trying to share my stuff, now you got to go in and deal with that. That shit doesn't leave your mind after you turn off the camera. All that shit stays with you. Especially when you like, yo, these people don't even know me, right? So for me, that's one thing that I've learned over time, that I'm like, yo, if I was to like do this shit all over, I probably wouldn't even do YouTube, straight up. Because it's just not, to me personally, I don't think that it's worth it just being in the public like that, because everybody has an opinion. Everyone thinks that you on YouTube, you want to be famous. I'm like, I don't want to be famous. I just want to fucking help people. That's it. Hey man, you must be a scammer if you have something. I don't want to scam nobody. I bust my ass and work hard to help people out, right? So if you don't want to deal with the bullshit that comes with being in the public, then being in social media is not worth it. That's what I think. So it's up to you, right? I'm giving you from experience. I got 8 years in this thing, right? I could have made way more money than me doing everything that I've done the last 8 years, to be honest with you, right? If I would have just continued minding my own business and doing what I needed to do, right? So I could now go back in time or come back, to you in the present and tell you, hey man, there's way more profitable shit that you could do, and you still will have your privacy. You will still have your your mental capacity where you'll be like, I don't got to deal with nobody. You know what I'm saying? But being on public, being in YouTube and social media, like, it's not for everybody. So you got to think about that. As far as your career, unless you're gonna be like an influencer or you're gonna be a developer advocate or something like that, it doesn't really bring anything to you. Okay, all the guys that you see here on YouTube, either they hate being developers, right? That's just the facts, right? I've talked to a lot of them. They don't even like to code, right? And they got YouTube channels talking about code, which is funny. Um, so yeah, people fucking fake it till they make it. People are here to just get paid, right? And if you come into this space thinking like everybody's kumbaya, no, they're not. Everybody here is savages. There's nobody collaborates. People talk shit about each other, backstab you, use you. And then on top of that, then you have the subscribers and random people talking shit about you when they don't even know you. So at that point, you go in and be like, is this shit worth it? I could tell you no. Now, the cool part about it is if you create a community like this one where I've met a lot of cool people. Like if I meet Henry in person or Renee or Michelle or any of the people that I usually see here, I'm going to be like, yo, those are my people. I consider them as friends. But the average person that just pops up, turns on their YouTube channel and they're sliding up and they see your live stream, you know what I'm saying? Or your YouTube video. Yeah, you're gonna deal with, 5 people that like you, 75 that don't like you, and 20 people that they'll be like, they just there. They don't comment, they don't say nothing, they just there. You know what I'm saying? So if that's something that you want to deal with, go ahead, create a YouTube channel, right? But yeah. All right, cool. So let me continue with this. I'm just going through the chats and then we're gonna continue looking for some job positions, see what's out here. QZ says it's like a solutions architect for AWS. Similar, yeah. Will you recommend drop email development and just learn front end development? There's no email dev jobs in Tampa. Francis Kowal. Look, Francis, I could give you an advice, right? But you have to make your own decision. That there's no email developer jobs in Tampa, there is, because I just applied to one the other day. Right? There's a company called Dogs Inc. There's not in Tampa exactly, because you're not gonna find specific jobs just in Tampa. You're gonna find in Temple Terrace, you're gonna find in Brandon, you're gonna find in Riverview, you're gonna find in Ruskin, Palmetto, you're gonna find in downtown Tampa, you're gonna find in Clearwater. When you say Tampa, you gotta consider the whole area of Tampa. Okay, there's a big city, there's a big area. So the positions is there. But the thing is, you got to be qualified, right? You got to be qualified. You got to know what you're doing. Also, too, you got to apply to remote jobs. Maybe also, too, you might have to relocate. There's constantly jobs in Miami, but the reason why they're not hiring a lot of remote developers is because they want in-house. So sometimes you might have to go in and say, you know what, man, maybe I want to go in and find this job opportunity, but now I got to move to Miami. That's a risk that you got to take, but apply to the position. You're in Florida. There's jobs in Orlando. There's jobs in Tampa. There's jobs in Miami. Those are the 3 main cities right now, bro. Tampa is a tech hub. If you can't find a job here, you're not going to find a job anywhere, bro. There's things that you got to fix. I'm being honest with you, right? I could go in and sugarcoat you and be like, bro, it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. I'm not going to sugarcoat you anything because it's not going to help you. If you can't find a job, right, either remotely or in your city, there's things that you got to fix. Your portfolio, your projects, the way how you're sending out your resume, what you have on your resume. You got to test out different things. If something is not working, test out something else. Do a change. Go in, create a resume specific for every single job. I guarantee you're going to start getting more interviews. Right? And the moment you start getting more interviews, that's when you go in and you get a job. Now, if you're not getting no interviews, don't expect a job. Okay? It takes 4 to 5 interviews for someone to get hired. Okay? That's just how it is. 4 to 5 interviews. And I'm not talking about just one company. I'm talking about you got to have at least 4 to 5 different companies that have interviewed you. To then from there, now you're at a point where you're prepared for the interviews. Right? So now when the 5th or the 6th interview comes in, now you ace that. Now you can answer everything. You know exactly what they're going to ask you. Now you in there, flowing. Okay? But if you're not getting interviews, that's what you got to focus on first. What are you doing wrong in there? Okay? Because there are jobs here in Tampa, bro. You know, you going in and be like, well, now I'm gonna go and start, focusing on front end development or front end development or back end development, bro. Like, you jumping into too much shit. This is how people go in and spend 2-3 years and never find a job. You already, if you already have the portfolio, you already got the skills. Now you got to fix what it is that's not getting you the interviews. And once you start getting interviews and you start noticing, man, I'm not getting the job. Now you got to fix what you're doing in the interviews, and then you get hired. It's a process. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's, in a sense, I don't want to say this shit. I wanted to make a joke. It's like, yo, it's like, it's a chick that, in the beginning she's fat, right? She a little bit overweight. She goes in and she's like, damn, man, I can't get a guy. Goes in, starts getting on a diet, losing some weight. Okay, guess what? Her breath kind of smells. Now she getting some date. Now she got to fix that bad tooth that she got on the back. You know what I'm saying? She goes in, fixes that. Guess what? Goes into the meeting, but now to the dates, whatever. But she still can't lock in a guy. Guess what? Maybe you might need a BBL. Maybe you might need, you know what I mean? You might need some new shit. Right? Maybe you need to bring your energy up. You know what I'm saying? It's the same concept getting a job. You're selling yourself. If you're going from place to place to place to place and everywhere they're not taking you, there's things that you got to fix. It's not the companies. The companies want to hire you, right? The companies are looking for people like you, qualified with the skills and the position that they have. But something there is not telling them like you're the one. So please don't get into this mindset of like, well, I tried this and it didn't work out for the last month. I'm going to jump into something more harder, right? Because at the end of the day, it's the same thing that people do when they'll go in and say, well, I got an associate's degree in programming and systems. I can't get a job. I'm going to go for my bachelor's. Now they go to a higher level. Boom. Then they go and get a bachelor's and they're like, well, shit, man, I can't find a job with a bachelor's. I'm going to go in and get a PhD. I can't get a job with a PhD. Let me get a doctorate, a master. And they continue doing all of this shit and they spend 12 years and they never worked anywhere. This happens to us too. We go in and we be like, well, I'm trying to get a job with this specific thing. Let me go in and jump into something even harder. Because maybe by learning even more complex skills, right, I'm going to get a job. If you couldn't get a job in this thing that's easy, you're not going to get a job in this shit that's hard. That's just the facts. Now, again, I'm telling you this with love, okay? To help you out, okay? So please don't take it the wrong way. Guys, if you're coming here to this channel and you're watching me live, subscribe to the channel. I'm here to help. That's it. Right? I'm here to help. I'm not here to bring nobody down. I'm not trying to give you bad energy. I'm just being honest because you have to be honest with yourself and I have to be honest with you so you could change the things that's broken and we could get you fixed and you could keep it going. You know what I'm saying? But if I tell you, hey, man, just keep applying, bro. One of these days is going to happen. It's like, no, there's something that you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to fix that. Okay? By the way, for anybody that's watching this, guys, this is what we do here on this channel, right? So definitely subscribe to the channel. Show me some love in the comment section. If you found value in this channel,
imagine being able to build anything.
Understand that this is just one little thing that we do here. Okay, we do all of the work at CodingPhase.com. All right, links in the description. Check out the courses. Right now, we're building the future-proof HTML email developer course. Go check it out, okay? Links in the description. You could have it right here. It's 50% off, all right? I can tell you right now, people that have came to CodingPhase.com, they don't regret it. Of course, if they do the work. Please do not sign up to CodingPhase.com if you're not planning on doing shit. If you are one of these people that you're used to not doing things, right? I got to give myself a like. This channel's so good. I got to give my own self a fucking like. Bro, like, hey, if you're one of those people that you sign up to things and you never do the work, don't sign up to CodingPhase.com. I don't need your money. I want to help you. But if you're not willing to help yourself out, then now you're a liability to me. Because in reality, I don't want you to come to CodingPhase.com, pay $20 or $100 or $200 for the year, whatever it might be. I don't want you to come to the platform and come in and be like, well, I signed up to CodingPhase and you know, shit, bro, I got stuck in this section here, and you know what, man, I said I just gave up. It was disorganized. It's not disorganized. It's not this, and that. It's you. You suck. You know you don't show up to the meeting. You don't actually do the work, and you're not gonna get results. So at that point, I'd rather you not even sign up. Now, if you come in with an open mind, you say, hey, Joe, I'm going to come in. I'm going to do the meetings. It's every Monday. What time is it? 7 p.m.? Okay, I'll try to make it. Oh, I can't make it by 7 p.m. I'm in the West Coast. Can I make it by 8:30? Yes, you can make it by 8:30. Okay, cool. I'm going to be there at 8:30. Cool. Joe, you know what? I might need a little extra time. Guess what? I'll stay extra half an hour. We'll do it till 9:30 because you couldn't make it at 8:30. I'll be there. And I'll stay there helping you out with the process, making sure your projects are good, looking at what you did through the week. But if you're planning on coming into CodingPhase and be like, man, I signed up, bro, what's going on? And then 2 weeks later, your energy is like, damn, I got to show up on Mondays. I got to do work. I'm tired. I got to go and open up my computer. Man, I got to code. This is the fucking job you're trying to sign up for, right? So at that point, I'd rather you not even come to CodingPhase. And again, I'm telling you guys this with love, right? Because I want to give help. I want to give the help and support that people need. But I'd rather give it to people that want to do this instead of somebody that might show up the first week. Now I spend 20, 30 minutes with him, introducing him to everybody, showing him the whole platform, coming up with a plan for him. And then now that person doesn't show up 2 weeks later. You get what I'm saying? So if you're not planning on doing the work, right, don't come to CodingPhase. I can tell you that you're just throwing your money away. You get what I'm saying? I don't want you to throw your money away. I'm here to help. I'm here to provide a service. I'm not here to go in and take your money. If not, I would just go in and sell you the course just like everybody else does. They go to Udemy, you pay $20. You're like, I'm not completing that. It's $20. You wasn't expecting to complete. It's $20. There's no fucking nothing that you be like, no consequences to it. But you come in, you say, damn, it's $200 I paid. Let me go in and do this stuff. Now I'm showing to the meetings. And every time that I show up to the meetings, everybody in the class shows up with some work. Now you start feeling like shit. You're like, oh shit, I can't be showing up to these meetings without nothing. Right? So now that's where the accountability comes in. That's why I call it the accountability meetings. Right? Because as you come in and you start seeing other students that come in, they're doing their work, and then you see them. Damn, 3 weeks ago, this guy was just here showing his portfolio. Now he got a job. Now you feel like shit because you know you didn't do nothing the last 3 weeks. And that motivates you. And then now, when you were supposed to come in and get all the work done in the first month, now you realize, let me get my shit together because I've seen it in action, how this guy came in, did this and that. Now he's working. That's the beauty of CodingPhase. But if you're planning on just coming in, signing up, and not do the work, don't do it to yourself. You're just throwing money in the air. Okay? Shout out to everybody that's in here. Like I said, guys, 50% off CodingPhase.com. Take advantage. It's about to expire. Okay? You're not going to get that sale. Okay? Again, okay? It's the 26th. Today's the 26th. By September 1st, if you didn't sign up, it's not 50% off no more. Okay, you got to pay full price. Okay, I'm doing this because I want to help people out and giving it, dirt cheap. I usually do the sale on July 4th. I extended it to the end of August to give people more chance to come in. At that point, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I can't make it more cheaper. In reality, when you think about it, it's so crazy. It's like, people be like, man, this shit, it's just expensive, Joe. You're paying $20. You're actually paying 50 cents a day. We can't go cheaper than that. At that point, you just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? So, stop saying, yeah, man, it's just too much for me. If you can't afford 50 cents a day, bro, you got to start washing cars. You got to start going to work. You got to go to Walmart, go apply to McDonald's, go do something. There's something in this world that you're going to have to do to make some type of money. Because if you can't afford 50 cents, you're in a really bad situation right now. Again, I'm saying that with love. I'm trying to wake you up that the things that you think that is expensive. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this for a reason. We want to help out those people that's coming from the bottom that they know they could do this thing, but they don't have the money to go and pay for a boot camp, or they don't want to go in and pay, $20,000, $30,000 for a college degree. Like these people that's here, I'm trying to help them out and be like, hey man, I could go in, do all the work, help you out for a whole year, but I can't give it out for free because I can't work for free, right? I pay a lot of services, a lot of different things that just cost money. You know what I'm saying? If I had like a sponsor or somebody that come in like, hey Joe, we're gonna pay for 1,000 students. Shit, I would just do the same shit every day and do it for free. But the truth is, like, everything costs money, bro. Trust me. If I was to go in and break down everything that we pay CodingPhase, you'll be like, what the hell? It takes a lot. Okay. Can't wait for the Joe to drop soon. A day in the life of AI and developer advocate at Meta. Let's see, man. We're going to the interviews. We doing the interview process. I'm not expecting anything, right? Even for me, somebody that has over 10 years in the game, 8 years doing, talking about code development, said I don't expect nothing. Always, I don't know. Maybe I'm the most negative person you ever gonna meet, or the person that tries to be the safest. I don't expect nothing good to happen to me at all. Like, I don't expect it because it just never happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just true. Like, all of the good shit that has happened to me is literally me fighting through fucking hell to get it. So even, any role, any position, anything that I get, I understand. There's people that go in and they just show up and be like, they get it, boom. For me, it's not like that. It's never been like that. And it's not going to be like that. I don't think that it's going to change. I mean, I'm 38, 37, about to be 38. And if it didn't change by now, that means this is how my life is. I got to go in and fucking fight for everything that I get. So with that being said, let's see what happens, right? Hopefully we might see your boy in here. Hey, Joe from Meta. Hey guys, it's Joe. Even though I'm not like putting all my eggs into that basket, but it's good to go through the process, and it seems like it's going pretty good. You know what I mean? Now we got to go through a couple of more interviews and stuff like that, and like a test, some test of like how I am in front of camera and shit like that. I'm like, bro, if there's anybody that's comfortable in front of a camera, it's Joe. You gonna see? Yeah, shout out to one of my boys that's working at Meta. He's one of the reasons that motivated me to like, oh, you working there now? Like, oh yeah. I'm doing developer advocate for Meta's VR division. And I'm like, oh shit, I would like to do that shit. I'll be honest, like that's what the role that I really interested in. But right now, for the one that I'm going for is for AI. So basically, it would be me going to certain conferences, 3 to 4 times a year, talking about, the new tools, Meta's Llama 3, Llama 4, whatever they might have at the time. And just, being myself and being, hey guys, it's your boy Joe here at Meta Live F8. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm going to make that shit lit. You know what I mean? But now it's up to, the people that's here. They're like, yeah, we love you, da-da-da. Now it's the people that, you know what I'm saying? Do they want a Spanish dude coming in here like, hey guys, this is your boy Joe out here, man. We in Meta F8, VR, Meta Horizons. Even though I'm not going to do it like that, but you never know. You know what I mean? The Joe might come out. Nah, but it'll be cool. I'm not putting all my eggs into that basket, but I just love the process, going through it, seeing, all of the questions that they're asking about for that specific role. I never went for the developer advocate role. Not interested in it, but for Meta, I would do it. I like Meta. People talk shit about Facebook. I think that Facebook is one of the best companies out there, that they're constantly doing new things. They got WhatsApp, they got VR, the Meta Quest. Like, I love the Meta Quest. They got AI, they got Instagram. Like there's so many cool, companies under Meta that, that's a company that I will go in and say, you know what? I'll work for them, and if I have to move to San Francisco, I will move to San Francisco because this house is being sold right now. I don't gotta be here in Florida no more. We out of here. We out of here, kiddos. So you might see me pretty soon, Condo Joe. Hey guys, it's your boy Joe, just over here eating granola. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. 2026 is the year of career movement, right? That's what I'm focusing on. Okay. Let me see. Shout out to everybody that's in here. How about I say, yo, Joe eating granola. Joe eating that meta granola. Yes. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? And you never know, or your boy might not even get the role because some loser probably go into a 2017 live stream. You're like, yo, do you know Joe said this in 2017 on a live stream? Yeah, this the guy you guys want representing your company, because some of these dudes, the ghosts that's being here, that they watch the channel every fucking day, right? They wish nothing but bad things for me, right? And they're like, man, this guy's working in Meta now. Those fucking guys, you will lose your mind. You've been watching me for 8 years, hating, sending random DMs, random fucking comments. Bro, you're gonna lose your mind. The shit that I'm doing right now, you're about to lose your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done some pro bono shit. I've helped thousands of people get into this game. I put my career aside. I put my businesses aside to go and help people while you hating, right? Now, what's funny about it is that the shit that I'm about to do now is going to be even more fucking crazier. What you going to do next, right? That's when you really going to hate me, because I don't even flex. I could be in here with a big ass chain. I could be here rolling on my arm. I could be here fucking throwing money in the air. That shit don't feel me. But when you see me doing the moves that I'm doing right now, you're going to be mad because I'm making it all public, right? I'm using this channel for what it's supposed to be used. I'm putting, my life in this shit and saying, hey, this is what happens. This is what happens when a guy comes in, gets an opportunity, gets a $13 an hour job, right? And be able to go in and build millions of dollars in net worth. On top of that, grows his career, builds his company, and has been killing it for years. And it's just a random dude with a hat on. Right? So for the trolls, the haters, you're going to hate this new Joe, this new era. It's going to be a very sad day for you guys, because I know y'all punching the air right now, but the moves I'm doing right now, yeah, keep watching. Okay? Because we eating granola pretty soon. Yeah, man. People's going to be mad. Like the trolls, the random trolls, they going to be mad because they be like, there's no way this guy do. It's like, yeah, stupid. What you thought? I was a dummy? Like, we could work at any company we want. Like, people be like watching this channel and be like, this guy why this guy? He don't work at Fang. I don't work at Fang because I don't want to. Why would I work at Fang when I'm already making fucking $500,000 a year by myself? You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I pay myself. That's not even what I fucking make in total. That's why I pay as a salary. Like here, CodingPhase LLC pays Joe Santos Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Now this year is going to be different. We're doing a career move where at the end of the day, when I start working with some of these companies, it's really going to be like to give myself more time, because when you work full time for your own business and you do all this stuff, one thing that I learned over time is you don't really have a business that's solid until you have somebody else working it for you. And that's facts, right? Because what you have is a high paying job. And that's what I learned over time. Now I'm 10 years into this shit, right? 8 years doing coding phase. Well, 7 years, 8 years doing coding phase, right? Been doing fucking entrepreneur side income, right? On the side for years since I started being a developer. But what I learned over time is like, no, when you're a real business owner, you have other people doing this shit for you. I've tried to do everything myself because I'm very hands on. I care about my students. I care about the people that I work with. But that also, you learn over time is like, no, that's not how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go in and hire a team to do that. Hire a team that does the thumbnail. Hire a team that does the YouTube description. The goes in, takes all your videos, clips it up, makes it into clips. Go in and hire somebody that goes in and does the courses for you. You come up with the curriculum, they record it. You're paying them for their time, but you're using them from like your own curriculum, your own way. You know what I'm saying? I try to be too hands-on, and it's very time consuming. So all of these moves that I'm doing is just to give myself more time, you know? Ex Meta employee. you, you know I'm gonna do shit. I don't even want to say because I'm in the process of it. But but I'm not gonna be a tech lead. Tech lead carries a ex Google, ex Meta, this and that. Like I wouldn't do that. Join again the job due to the full Nelson and Bolson crab legs. Word. Oh man. Anyways, guys, listen. Like I said, there's a lot of different roles right now. I'm actually gonna go in and just do a quick search, see what's happening right now. Let's search email developer. That's the title. Okay, website developer manager. We saw that earlier. Let's see, senior developer, Google Ads, emails, email marketing, social media specialist. Okay. Let's see what else we have in here. Ansible developer. Never heard of that. Ansible. Open source IT automation tool used for configuration. Oh, interesting. Not bad. $70 to $75 for that shit. That's not bad. Technical writer. Again, this is another role. If you are somebody with an English major, you actually wrote before, right? This is a real important position. Technical writer. Some of you guys might have like a background in this, like let's say you're a teacher, English major, etc. You can use your knowledge, right, of writing and also to your knowledge of development to get a really high paying job. I've seen some people get really paid off this technical writer, and it's really just writing documentation. Now with AI, you could pretty much write most of it, but they still need somebody that's a good writer to go over what the AI actually goes and creates. But it's a simple position. Okay, written through here. Email marketing manager. It's a little bit different. That's the management. Email marketing strategist. You got to be careful with whenever you see email marketing strategist, you got to be careful with these type of roles, right? There's a role that even I applied to for this position. This role here, it's a little bit more like management and like coming up with strategies. I mean, it is on the title, email marketing strategist, but yeah, the role itself, they wanted to do a second interview. I wasn't with it. I'm like, nah, I just, I don't think that's the type of role that I would like to do or work for, So you just got to make sure. Look at this one. Website content specialist, remote, 54,000, 59,000. Okay, Eureka Math. Okay, web content development, right? Managing website. So there's a lot of roles in here that's popping up. This is in Washington D.C. Sensor Tower. Okay, it's a lot of email marketing automation specialist. So this is more like email developer. Okay, there's a role right here. Oh, this is interesting. VR chatbot developer. Interesting. 3 to 5 years hands-on experience Genesis Cloud CX, multi-self, IVR, voice none. Okay, interesting. AI content developer, managing editor, help launch the world's leading AI mastery community. Content creator, write, design, develop original content covering range of AI topics, LLMs, contributor, or looking forward to the strong AI expertise. Supermind.co. Interesting. Let's see. Senior project manager, Clavio email technician. Look at that. Clavio email technician. Let me save this so we can add this to entry level jobs.ai. Again, this is like, pretty much. Okay, 1,000 per month. Yeah, they're bugging. This is definitely, they're trying to catch an Indian prices right now. Like, that's crazy. 1,000 per month. Sometimes, I get it. Some of these companies, small time business owners, they're trying to catch a deal. But even at that, bro, like, you trying to pay somebody $1,000 for a Clavio email technician, like, and you want to call yourself a company? Like, you don't got a company. At that point, you barely fucking got anything. Because if you can't even pay somebody $2,000, $3,000 at least, like, you shouldn't even be in business. Like, don't try to hire people. Just do the work yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. Sometimes some of these companies, like, I saw this guy on Instagram, got me so mad. The guy goes in and he's like, yeah, man, I got 4 virtual assistants and I paid them $6 an hour. And like, he's talking about it as a flex. And he's like, yeah, if you would like to know how to get virtual assistants, at this price range, sign up for this and that for my seminar. And I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, you got a fucking mastermind on, is a mastermind or a course on how to exploit people? I don't care where they live, right? You can't be paying people $6 an hour, bro. Because if you're making, who knows? Let's say right now, if I make, let's say $200, $300 an hour, right? On average, let's just say that's my average, right? And I want to hire somebody, how can I not go in and say, let me pay you $20 out of my business that makes $300, $400, $500, whatever it makes an hour? I'm not willing to give this person $20 for the work. I'm trying to go out of my way to go in and find somebody in a fucking third world country and pay them $6. So now I could keep more profits. Like, how much profits you want to keep? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Some of these people got no scruples, but it's just crazy. Anyways, guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here. Like I said, definitely some roles popping up. Look out for that. Guys, always fix everything that you have wrong in a sense, right? Have a checklist. Is my projects good? Is my portfolio good? Is my resume good? When I go to interviews, what's happening on what's happening on them? Write notes. See where you could have made it better. Okay? Do that. And I guarantee you're gonna go in and fix all the things that you have wrong and you're gonna land the position. It's just literally a matter of time. Okay? But you gotta put yourself in a position where if you are getting at least 1 to 2 interviews a week, you're in a winning path. If you're not getting that, understand you're gonna be here for 6 months. You don't want to do that. You want to be, hey, I started looking for a job. In a month or two, I got a job. Right? That's the goal. Okay. But you got to make sure you're able to get those positions, for, at least 1 or 2 interviews a week. If you can't do that, it's going to take time, you know? That's the thing that I could tell you. All right. Anyways, guys, like I said, check out the links in the description. 50% off CodingPhase.com. If you want to come into CodingPhase, like I said, everything is in there. It's about to expire on the 1st of the month. So please do not wait until it expires. You want to do this now. Okay. You want to get this done. Right now, we're building the new course for email development, where we're focusing on the fundamentals and we're focusing on all the new ways of doing emails, especially with AI. Okay, so you could save time. If you've been wanting to go through that course, guess what? You get access to it by just being a Diamond member. In 2026, there's not gonna be no more new Diamond members. This is why I'm doing this last run of like, hey guys, take this 50% off, sign up now, because I'm not doing Diamond memberships. Right? The Diamond membership comes in with all of the services that we provide in all of the courses. I'm not doing that in 2026. I'm only doing that to people that already signed up. Okay? If you want to get all the services that we've been providing for everyone in 2026, January 1st, is going to cost $2,000. We're not doing it for everybody. We're doing it just for the ones that want it at that price. You get what I'm saying? So if you missed out on it, you could basically get access to all the courses, all the services for 10%, right? 10% of what it's going to cost in January 1st. So again, I'm trying to help you guys out if you've been wanting to do this. If you don't want to do it, it's up to you. But if it was me and someone gave me a deal like this, I've given a crazy deal over the years and a lot of work that I've done, right? The price that you're paying, guys, I'm telling you, it's nothing. People are paying $10,000, $20,000 to go to a boot camp and getting no results. People are paying for a coach, a mentor, $4,000 to $5,000, right? Without having a course, without nothing. We're doing just about 9 to 12 meetings with them, right? There's 52 weeks in a year. Even if you go in and you say, hey, man, how much Joe's time per hour? Like, you're not even paying for my fucking time. Like, you're not even paying for my time. You know what I'm saying? At the price that I'm giving it to you, right? We already helped out a lot of people, but that's going to stop in 2026. I'm not doing it unless I get paid what I'm supposed to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So the people that come in now, I'm helping you out and I'm doing the most, what I've always done for everyone. But anyone that comes in 2026, this is what it is, right? By the way, we're actually creating a brand new platform within CodingPhase. So there's going to be a lot of new features also too added to the platform. Like I'll give you an example. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'll be fully transparent. How is it that, CodingPhase is going to work in 2026, right? So right now we're building a platform that's going to compete with Codecademy, is going to compete with Free Code Camp, right? We're going to go in and have a platform that the person can learn on their own, right? Going through our curriculum and going through the things that we teach at CodingPhase, where you could have a builder, right? You have your own terminal, you have all of those things in there. Plus, we also going to have the courses that we have on CodingPhase, okay? So all of that, you're going to have access to it. Okay. Now, for the people that came in coding phase in 2026, and so a diamond member or a lifetime member, you have access to the private community, right? All of these things. This is all the things that you have access to. Over 90 plus courses, the Tech Accelerator program, minimum 12 hours group coaching per month, right? The career path, job resources, curated jobs list, interview questions, job search assistance, portfolio excellence, right? Where we're reviewing your portfolio every single week, making sure that you have everything up to standard. And again, all of this, we give it to you at this price. This is nothing, okay? You're getting a lot for basically nothing. 2026 is just going to be the courses, right? 2026, somebody comes in and say, hey, Joe, I want to come in to sign up to CodingPhase.com. You get basically the courses for CodingPhase.com, right? And the new platform, which allows you to learn and practice online, right? And also helps you with your interview questions, right? So that's that platform is gonna have. That's gonna be at the price that's gonna be on a monthly subscription. That doesn't come with we searching for jobs for you. We're doing reference calls. We're not going in and doing meetings with you. You're just getting the courses. I'm giving you exactly what everyone else gives you in 2026. If you decided I'm not signing up right now and you decide to sign up 26, 27, 28, you're getting exactly what everyone else is willing to give you plus a little bit more, right? Now, the extra things that I've been doing for years, that's going to be only for 100 to 200 students per year. And that's going to be $2,000. I'm not doing it for nobody else. So right now, when you think about that and you say, well, I'm getting all of this at CodingPhase for, $180, that's 50 cents a day. Again, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to be like, guilt shame you, like, hey, guys, you gotta sign up. No, I'm telling you where this business is going. And I want people to come in that want it. Don't wait for last moment when you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I would have done this last year. Because I'm treating this like a business. It's not gonna be Joe. Hey Joe, I'm homeless right now. Hey Joe, Hey Joe, I got 4 kids. Can you help me? That's not my problem. I've told you what you need to do 2026, 2025, so I could help you out. From here on, I have to go in and treat this like a business where, I'm hiring people full time. I'm not gonna be the guy that's gonna do every single thing. The only thing that I'm doing is the meetings, right? In some of the courses, but everything else, I'm hiring people full time. They're gonna be in charge of the platform. They're gonna be in charge of all of the other things that we add to the platform. So if you want access to me directly, this is gonna be the best way. You know what I'm saying? So please don't get left out because this is what we've been able to do for people. Get results. Reading through here. That's what I was saying. I was applying and dumb. Not in the community told me I was somehow confused. Look at me now, little boy. Yeah, bro. Don't listen to people. People are crazy. Let me see. Is there really difference between IT, CS, SE, programmer title? Yeah, bro. Of course there is. There's definitely, I'm just reading through here. You guys are funny, man. Guys, listen, I got to go, man. I'm going to see you guys later. It's your boy Joe back at it again, codingphase.com. Take care. All right? Have a good one.